Free to go. Have a nice day.
You're not free to go.
So I'm being detained.
Temporarily.
For what reason?
I'm conducting an investigation.
What's your
and
reasonable?
My badge says that I can.
What's your reasonable
and you
articulable
will
suspicion?
Be quiet. Can you shut up long enough for me to finish talking?
That's not very nice.
I don't give a damn.
What's your reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime? Am I being detained or am I free to go? It's one or the other.
No, I need to see my ID.
Officer.
I'm
sorry, Lieutenant.
He got this off YouTube. Exact same subject, did this exact same thing on YouTube.
Right, this is
comical, and then he wants to write about it, and this is...
It's because you guys are infringing on my First Amendment rights. This is a public sidewalk. This is constitutionally protected activity. I've explained to you that I'm a journalist.
And you never
were not
set foot off the sidewalk?
I've never set foot off the sidewalk.
You would have an ID tag. You would have something.
I do have an ID tag, but what I'm telling you is it's none of your business. I'm not producing ID unless I'm being detained.
For security purposes, yes.
So, there's also a gentleman he's recording right down the road. He has to get.
Am I free to go?
Or again, another journalist on a sidewalk video. So I'm a police instructor and trainer. I train military and law enforcement on various law enforcement disciplines to include constitutional law, case law, patrol tactics, SRO, ICAC, etc. And as we have affirmed in this channel, and we've noted, the Supreme Court has made it very clear that the public sidewalks are a traditional public forum and are held in the trust for their use of the public for purposes of communicating thoughts between citizens and discussing political questions, etc. Again, that Supreme Court case precedence is Hague versus CIO, 1939, Perry Education versus Perry Educators, 1983, Watchtower Bible versus Village of Stratton, 2002. And so again, it's very clear that your right to have First Amendment protection activity on public sidewalks is a public forum pursuant to in accordance with the case law precedent. Also, in order for law enforcement to detain and compel identification, there needs to be what's called RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion, and that's pursuant to in accordance with Brown v. Texas. Also, the Supreme Court has affirmed that free speech made in a public place on a matter of public concern cannot be the basis for liability or tort or more emotional distress. Furthermore, the Supreme Court has further held the freedoms of freedom of speech and actions, even what society may feel as very offensive, but society's outrage alone does not justify the suppressing of free speech. And again, that's Snyder v. Phelps, 2011, and Texas v. Johnson, 1989. So again, it's very clear. And even the officers in this case, to include in lieutenants, are familiar with this individual, with him having a camera and him being on a public sidewalk. For the life of me, I can't understand why they're even giving this the time and intention that they are. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. But as you can see, we continuously see this happen in law enforcement. And I would be remiss if I didn't also explain the fact that officers do lose qualified immunity for this. Again, Isabusi versus Bolter, 1999, First Circuit, and then Connell versus Town of Hudson. Again, one is a police sergeant who arrested somebody for filming in the Tenbrook Town Hall meeting in a public lobby. The other one is a police chief who arrested a photographer that was taking pictures of a car accident. So again, officers do lose qualified immunity when they violate people's rights, as for freedom of speech issues, just like something like this. So again, I don't know why in 2024 we can't move past this, but again, this is happening. There's the case law, and again, if it was just me, the recommendation I would give to myself is thank this person for exercising his constitutional rights. I'm going to get back in my marked patrol unit. I'm going to go 10-8 and continue to serve the great citizens that I'm entrusted to serve and protect.